Hello everyone, welcome to this uh, video tutorial on Java technologies. So today I am going to talk about program 4 and the theory associated with the program 4. So first let's look at what is the aim of the program 4. So the aim is to write a Java program for creating something called a cookie, and for that cookie we have to set the expiry time. Okay. So in a few seconds, we will look at what is a cookie and how to set the expiry time for that cookie. Okay. So before going directly into the concept of cookie, let's discuss something about session tracking. Okay. So how do you define first of all a session is? So a session is a collection of HTTP requests uh, which are sent over a period of time, and the request and responses takes place between client and server. Okay, so what you have to know is a session is always established between a client and server. Okay, so what will be there in the session? A collection of HTTP requests. So I think all of you know about HTTP protocol, right? It's a protocol used to transfer web pages, right? Okay. Now, another thing is maintaining whatever data in the session is known as session tracking. Okay. For example, if you are typing username and password and we need to store that data, we can create a session. Okay. Right. And here I have given a one example for a session. So for example, if you are using or purchasing a book in a online platform like Amazon or Flipkart or any other online bookstore. If you are searching for a book called, let's say, Java, we can store that data in a session. Okay, fine. So let's see some other examples of session. So here you are looking at Google, right? Google homepage. Now here I am typing, let's say, Java tutorial. Okay, and here you are seeing some results, right? And if you notice in the address bar, after google.com, there is something called search, right? Search. And after that, there is a question mark. And after that, there is a letter called Q is equal to, and whatever I have typed in the previous page, right? Java tutorial. So this one. Okay. So what is Google doing is Google is keeping track of what is the search term I am searching in the Google search bar. Okay, so this is one example. Similarly, if you go to amazon.com and let's say in the mm, search you are typing for, let's say, t-shirt, maybe for men, so you will get different t-shirts. Okay, so here also in the address bar, if you see, there is something called letter S prefix, and its value is t-shirt. Okay, and also there is one more term K, and its value is our search query, which is t-shirt for men. Okay, so Amazon is also keeping track of the search term that I have entered in the previous page. Okay, and similarly, if you go to Facebook, for example, let's say abc at the rate of gmail.com. So I am typing some random details and some password, and I am clicking on login. Okay, of course, those details will not match. Uh, right, Facebook is taking some time. Okay. Anyhow, yeah, the result came. So it is saying the password that you have entered is incorrect. Okay, so in case if the details that I have given is successful, that is I have provided the correct details, username and password, Facebook will store the username and maybe some other details in a session. Okay, right? So let's go back to Amazon. So let's say I am clicking this t-shirt. Okay, and I am saying add to cart. Okay, it's added to cart. Similarly, let me click another one, and let me add this one also to cart. Okay, now if you click on the cart symbol, it is showing that I have added two items, right? One is this one and second one is this one. So how is Amazon able to track these details is, so whenever I am clicking or whenever I am performing some action on the web page, they are storing all those details on whatever item I am clicking and other details. Okay, so this thing you can say this is being maintained in a session. Okay, so all these details are in the session. Okay, and if I close this tab, if I close this Amazon tab, my session is completed. Okay, the session between my browser and Amazon server is closed. Okay, all those details will be gone. Whatever items I have added in the cart, etc., will be gone. Okay, so that's it. Okay, I think I have explained enough about what is a session, right? So as you have seen, a session is just a collection of HTTP requests. Like in the case of Amazon, I am clicking different t-shirts now. I am adding to the cart. All those things are requests. Okay, right. And how do you track the details in a session? So what is session tracking, and how do you perform session tracking in your web applications? So there are four different mechanisms. So one is URL rewriting, where we use query strings. Second technique is using hidden form fields. Third one is cookies, which we are going to see in this video. And next one and last one is HTTP session, or simply say session objects. Okay. So I am not going to discuss the first one and second one. In this video, we are going to see this third one, and in the next video, we are going to see session objects. Okay. So let's talk about cookie. Now, what is a cookie? So you can define a cookie as a file which contains some data or information sent by the web server to the client. Okay, it is simply some data or information which is sent by server to the client. Okay, and cookies are stored in files, normal files. Okay, as the plain text. Now, where are the cookies stored? Cookies are stored on client machine. Okay, so if you are accessing some website, the data will be stored in your PC or laptop. Okay, so in the case of Amazon, the data is stored on your laptop. Okay, right. Next one is you should be careful about whatever data you are storing in the cookies, because whatever data that is there in the cookies, that is stored as plain text. So if you are storing passwords and any other sensitive information like debit card numbers, credit card numbers, etc., people can see those things. Okay, so you should not store non-sensitive information in cookies, because all the data stored in cookies is directly visible, right? And how do you work with cookies in Java is, so in the package jakarta.servlet.http package, we have a class called cookie. By using this cookie class, we can create cookies. Okay, how do you create a cookie? By using this line of code. Okay, you will just simply create an object for the cookie class, like C here. C is the object of cookie class, and for the constructor you will pass the name and the corresponding value. So you have to remember that the data in cookies is maintained as key value pairs. Okay, so here key is the name. Okay, and after creating the cookie like this, how do you add the cookie to the client is by using this method add cookie. Okay, and the parameter is the cookie object, which is this one in this example. Okay, now this method is available in this interface, http servlet response interface. Okay, and once you add the cookie, how do you retrieve the information that is already available in the cookie is by using the method called get cookies, which is available on this interface, which is http servlet request. Okay, so that is how you create, add, and retrieve the cookies. Now I am going to show you the input and output. Actually, there is no input, there is only output. So this is the HTML page where I will simply display a button called create cookies. So once I click this button, what happens is I am going to add a cookie and I am going to display this message, cookies created successfully. Now to check whether the cookie is accessible or not, I am providing another link which will call another servlet called check cookies. Okay, so when I click this link, it will go to another one which is check cookies. So if the cookie is available, it will display the message cookie found. Okay, and after 5 seconds, because the way in which I have written the code, after 5 seconds the cookie will be deleted, it will not be available. So that's why after 5 seconds, if you refresh the web page, it says cookie not found. Okay, so that is about the program. In the next video, we are going to look at the program, the actual program, and the demonstration. So that's it for this video. Thank you.